let's talk about 5 ways to stay motivated while learning your instrument. Although I'm a guitar player, I'm going to do my best to relate this to any instrument you're trying to learn. Most of these will apply to that. Number 1, watch your idols. Go on YouTube, watch the people that make you want to play your instrument. Watch people cover songs that you want to play. Watch live playthroughs. Watch just anything that gets you going and makes you want to play your instrument more. That can really help you stay motivated and just inspire you to continue to play, because those people or those bands are what make you want to play that instrument in the first place. Number 2, switch things up regularly. Don't play the same things all the time. Now, as a beginner, you're going to have to play the same few things for quite a while to just learn the basics. Learn a couple of chords, learn a scale, learning your first song or riff. These things all take a lot of time. Could take you weeks and months to really learn your first few things and actually get decent at them when you are first learning your instrument. But as you get better and better and faster at learning, then you should really look at switching up how you're practicing. If you only play Metallica all the time and you're starting to notice you practice less, switch it up. Go play something from another band, either another metal band, Megadeth or Anthrax, Lamb of God, whatever. Or what I like to do is totally switch genres. So I'll go, okay, I'm learning all this metal right now, and then if my motivation seems to be lowering, I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to go learn some jazz, or I'm going to learn a classical piece. Anything like that can really, really help you just break out of your rut. Number 3, record yourself. You can do this on your phone. Most of us have smartphones at this point. I'm recording this and all my Tea and Shred videos I record on my iPhone. So just record on your phone, put it in selfie mode, or use the voice memo app, whatever that works, or use an actual camera, use a webcam on your computer, anything you can. If you're beneficial enough to have a recording setup, like a basic 1 or 2 channel audio interface and some recording software, which are called DAWs, Digital Audio Workstation. If you have anything like that you can record yourself with, even better. But record yourself regularly. Record yourself playing songs, record yourself playing scales or chords, improvising solos, whatever it is, a groove you're getting used to, it doesn't matter. Record yourself, and then down the road you can come across these old recordings and actually hear how much better you've gotten since you recorded that. We see ourselves progress minimally every day. We see these little tiny bits of improvement that it's very hard to even notice when you're the one doing it. So if you can record yourself, and you can do this regularly, what you can do is you can pull up these recordings and actually compare them directly. You can put your guitar down and directly A and B them and really listen. Am I better? Have I made the improvements I want to make? And you get to really look at it in a very realistic way and actually see exponential progress rather than that little tiny bit you've been making on your daily progress. The added benefit to recording yourself is that you get to actually really take a hard, realistic look at, do I sound like I think I sound? When I first started recording myself, I did not sound like I thought I sounded. It wasn't that I sounded terrible or anything. It was just that what I was hearing as I was playing was not really what was coming across in the recording, at least not to the extent that I wanted it to. So I had to record myself regularly and really make sure that what I was hearing myself play was what, the audience, that's what they hear. They hear what I'm thinking I sound like. And it can take some adjusting, but it will ultimately make you a much better player and a much more confident player in the way that you sound, and keep your motivations higher, because you always have these goals to work on that are very personal and very directly related to your playing. Number 4, set realistic goals for yourself. If you can barely play a G chord, don't think you're going to learn Master of Puppets by Metallica in a week. I actually quit guitar after 2 weeks because I couldn't play Metallica right away or within those 2 weeks, which is a ridiculous concept and goal to even try to think you could keep up with Metallica in 2 weeks. But 6 months later, I picked it up again and I got super obsessed and I played all the time. But one thing I've really learned is that you have to set realistic expectations and write out these goals. If you're someone who likes to journal things, then absolutely journal them, or just put them in your phone or something like that. But I will say that the art of actually writing it down will help solidify. It's kind of making a contract with yourself to help this motivation factor. So when setting your goals, make sure you look at your overall picture, what you want to accomplish, and it could be a year if you want to plan out that far, or it could be in 6 months, whatever it may be. Once you've determined what you want to achieve, now look at what you need to break down every single month, what you need to achieve each month to start working towards that goal. What do you need to do weekly? What should you be working on every single week to achieve that end goal? What do you need to do daily to do that? What do you need to practice every single day? Or can you break it up into working, if you have a ton of goals, what do you need to do every other day? Maybe you work on a certain set of goals Monday, and then you work on your other set of goals Tuesday, and you keep flipping that, and you just keep doing it every other day. It's usually best to try to come up with something every single day, but if you're an organized enough person, you could keep track and actually flip which goal you work on, and then you're working on, two different directions. Then you have to determine how much time can I dedicate to that. If it's only 5 minutes a day to each small goal, that's fine. It's going to take you a lot longer to get to your goals, but what you'll at least know is that you are working towards them, which can help you feel motivated. If it's longer, great. If you got 30 minutes, you could do 3 of these things daily for 10 minutes. Sessions of 5 minutes, sessions of 15 minutes. You could do one thing for 30 minutes, but be realistic with your goals. Don't expect to be able to shred your face off if you can't play a couple of chords. Don't expect, okay, in 1 month I'm gonna blow everyone's mind with my shredding. Probably not. So you really just have to look at what you want to accomplish and start figuring out what you need to do daily, weekly, monthly to get there. Get a game plan going, and this can help you kind of check these boxes every day, and that can really help you feel motivated and feel like you're accomplishing what you're setting out to achieve. And then be open to changing those as it goes as well. But don't change them so frequently that you never accomplish them. That's a big importance too. Number 5, learn your favorite riffs. Not full songs, but riffs. This applies to beginners, intermediate, or advanced players. I'll explain how. What I mean is if you're a beginner, it's going to take you a long time to learn your first song. I can't tell you how long because I don't know how much each one of you practices individually. But the more time you put in, the more you get out, of course, which is what you hear people say all the time. I'm going to do another video on how to practice properly and how to actually organize and structure your time, but that'll be another video. So, when you're first learning, a lot of the time you're going to get bored by the time you can actually play the first or second riff of a song. To go into the rest of the song, you've been playing the song for who knows, weeks or months. You're going to be a little sick of it at that point. So, pick a riff that you love out of a song and just work at that one. And then once you achieve it, and you can play it, as close to 100% speed as you possibly can, and you can even keep up with them, you're going to get really excited and motivated about that. Now, take a break on that song, go find another one that you really love, and try to learn 1 or even maybe 2 riffs out of that song that you really, really like. So you do this, you get that sense of accomplishment, you get that motivation to keep going, and then as you keep going, you're still bettering your skill in every way. You're bettering your rhythm and your overall sense of time and endurance on the instrument as well, to be able to actually keep up with these musicians on the recording while you're playing. As you build that up, now you start working your way to going, okay, I know several intros, or I know several of my favorite riffs. I can keep up with them. My skills have gotten a lot better. Now let's actually pick a song that I really love, that I think is in the level of difficulty I've already been learning, and let's try to learn it from front to back. Let's actually try to learn every riff. But you did get that sense of accomplishment as you were going with each riff. And you can take breaks on this song as well. You could go, I'm going to learn this song A, I'm going to learn it 100% all the way through. But a couple weeks into that, as I'm working on it, just to stave off the boredom and to keep my motivation going, I'm going to take a break, go to song B, and just learn my favorite riff out of that. Then I'm going to come back to song A, and I'm going to continue where I was until I am finished. If you're intermediate or advanced, the way this can apply to you, pick your favorite licks or riffs or sections of songs that really make you like that song and make you want to be able to play that. Maybe it's something, especially as an advanced player, that you want to apply to your playing. It's a certain type of solo lick, vibe or feel of a riff or a groove, and you don't really want to spend the time to learn every part of the song. Maybe you don't even like every part of the song. You just like that section or that lick or that fill. So you go and learn that, and then you learn that as thoroughly as you can, as accurately as you can. You break it down for everything it's worth, the rhythm structure of it, what chords it was being played over, if any, what scales and key that it is using, and how you can apply that to things that you're doing. So you're just kind of fishing for licks there. You're just kind of taking the parts of the songs you want. But that also helps keep your motivation going, because if you're someone who likes maybe really complex, long songs like Dream Theater songs, you're not trying to memorize and perform Octavarium that's 24 minutes long. You're just taking, oh, I really like that bit. That little bit is going to be a great thing for me to practice to better my technique, better what I'm doing. And it just kind of keeps you moving. And we get excited when we have new material and new little things that we can use in our playing as we go. That's my 5 tips. Hope they were helpful. I'll be doing more of these videos in the future, as well as I still put out my weekly Sunday afternoon tea and shred every Sunday at 10 a.m. So subscribe, like, share these videos if you think they could help other people that you know, and also if those people might like the tea and shred videos as well. Also, I do teach guitar lessons and bass lessons via Zoom, so it's all online, so your location doesn't really matter. You can be anywhere, and I can still teach you. Feel free to hit me up either through the comments or a DM on one of my social medias, anything like that. See you guys later.